Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we will be finishing Misfit of Demon King Academy, episode 13, the finale. Last two episodes, we got a double twist. The Lei being Kanon, being the reincarnation of Kanon, but on top of it being the fake ANOS, the fake Demon King. That was probably the biggest twist of it. Makes sense in the sense of him wanting to be reincarnated as a demon because of his because of the way he died, and the way I kind of got that part, but there seems to be a lot more to it, so I can't wait to learn more. This season, we're gonna have a review of the season at the end, so make sure you watch the review at the end of this episode. But this really has been an amazing show. Very good recommendation. I really hope there's a season 2. Like I said, great group of characters. Everyone's been really interesting. And then just with a badass main character to top it off, it's been a great show. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, hit the notification bell. If you want to watch the uncut reactions of this show or all the other shows I do early and uncut, patreon.com/ajrich123. Definitely check it out, and let's go ahead and finish this. So we're gonna get that missing information. He learned to hate them. He got rid of that. So how did ANOS get there in the first place then? No wonder. The hatred doesn't go away unless you kill him. Wow. He just sees this as him being the hero. After all of this. In his mind, he's doing the right thing. How can he leave her like that? He really thinks he's doing. This has been such a long plan. The funny thing is, he's not the bad guy, even though the double twist is he's technically the guy that set this entire thing up. He got rid of his he got rid of the entire history. The sword is so strong. You would think, who's better than ANOS? If you can wipe the history completely, you would think he's stronger, but ANOS still made his way here. That's the thing that a little confused me right now, was he somehow still got reincarnated. So when he changed the history and everything, it was like he would have thought he would never have gotten reincarnated, but he still did. So that really means that ANOS really is the strongest being. He was even able to get past being history written out of, like, completely. But you can't really fault Kanon for this. Lei, Kanon, whoever you want to call him now, you can't really fault him for it, because everything that he's doing is for, I guess in his head, justified reasons, but it's not, when you think about it, it's not necessarily bad either. But the only thing that really got me was he still thinks he still thinks that there's no hope, which the way he died, I understand. Like, humans will still kill demons. Like, no matter what, it'll still happen. And it seems like he did change his plan a little bit once he got reincarnated, and Lei or Kanon saw him get reincarnated like that. Seems like he changed his plans, and everything kind of changed. It's funny how this show started as, like, you know, they're in school. It's still crazy fights and stuff. School to an ultimate, like, the school got forgotten, and it's like this. Demons versus, in 13 episodes, demons versus humans war from 2,000 years ago right away. Anyway, oh, holy shit. I didn't think they could go up the ante on their fights, but this is a fight. The 7 sources. They really did become friends. Holy fuck. This is so one-sided. Oh! Really thought he would put up a bigger fight. Holy shit. 7 sources, 30 seconds. Does he have some type of trump card? See, he's fighting for other people. But you can't beat the death ball. Sword, even that sword versus ANOS fucking death ball. Holy hell. He let him stab him? He let him stab him. He was wanting him. Oh, he's gonna be the hero. He's gonna be the hero. It's like, holy fuck. Making him the bad guy. They're pulling a Code Geass. Holy shit. It's a fucking Code Geass. Wow. He's making him look like the hero in the end. That's real friendship. Holy hell. The best friend you had. They're both heroes. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh man, I don't want ANOS to die, like, obviously, but it's done so, that is done so well. And we've seen ANOS be able to get through things, so I'm really hoping there's more to this, but even if it's not, that is, I know I was comparing this last episode too. It reminds me so much of Code Geass. I get those Zero vibes so highly there. The hero having to, flipping place, looking like the bad guy there, and hero getting to play the hero there. That was, oh god, that was amazing. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Do you feel like it's maybe it didn't play out the way you wanted it to be played out? But I think that was done perfectly. It just makes you respect ANOS even more. And you can say who was the real hero. ANOS was the real hero, but both of them were. In both their different ways, they were. It was just a perfect friendship. The thing is, he can be the hero, but also make them work together. Everyone can be together as one. Oh god. Can we throw this guy in the dead zone now or something? Give him a fate worse than death. He's lasted a couple episodes more than I would like. Oh yeah, she's still around. Oh, god damn. How do you get rid of that hatred? His eyes are gonna god damn. They're gonna look like they were about to pop out of his head. So much for peace. Wow. The main antagonist. This is the thing is, you have to beat it, but this is the revenge he needs. Oh shit! Two becomes one. Time to get intimate. Oh shit. That's how you become legit. A million self-destructs. Beating one of them is hard enough. How do you stop all of them at once other than just breaking through this? Infinite. He has fucking infinite clones. How do you beat literal magic? To him right here, it's like a god. And without ANOS, this is actual, like, stakes. Okay, right when I said you're not here, you're here. This motherfucker has some timing. First rule in this show, ANOS is invincible. And there is no goddamn rules. But are you real though? The darkness, meaning let's drive everybody insane. I think you're confused of what's noble and what's good judgment. This man is completely the opposite. Working together to beat the actual enemy. Yeah, hopefully that didn't hit anybody. I like how he never falters. Oh my god. Don't tell me you're meeting the final boss with the goddamn simp song. No. No. Or a different song. Okay. Okay, we're getting a legit one. It's like the song of his story. This is a fitting end if a song can defeat him. It's like recreating the fight with the real enemy. This is so beautifully done. Okay, an actual good song. This seems to be a song that they're gonna sing for a long time. He hates it. He doesn't want them to work together. And he's still trying to cling on to the past. That is what we call denial, my friend. When you start referencing yourself in the first person, you know you've gone wrong. Your fate was already sealed. Oh! Oh! He's just having a nice little hissy fit. Time for a timeout. Oh my god. Double sword for the double dick. Wait. So it was what started it. That little flash right there. I did mention 4 or 5 episodes ago when I saw that shell and it showed him like dropping that shell when he got hurt in that flashback. I thought, did the tradition start from him? Did it start because he had somebody he loved or something? I thought that might have been I was kind of digging deep into it, but I thought I might possibly be wrong. There's always something. Even the worst kinds of people had something they were fighting for, and maybe that love tradition started from him. But he got consumed by evil. I guess it's always better with two. Double trouble. I guess something he didn't have 2,000 years ago. That's what he found here. I would say the best chemistry of the show romantically would be those two for sure. What? So he has claimed another waifu. Literally. Literally, she is his. ANOS is this show, seriously. But what now? You can't go back to a normal school life after this. Oh, this is an anime. Another one! I knew it! I knew it! It's a romantic sentence. Unintentionally. They already... Oh, yeah, that's true. They do have 10,000 kids. They're the clones. He's a stepfather. ANOS is a stepfather. I didn't even think about that. That is the ending right there. That is a perfect ending. Technically I'm a stepdad and I have 10,000 you guys have 10,000 grandchildren and I have 10,000 stepkids. The show better get a season 2. Okay, let's start with this review of this show. If I've ever seen a show that felt like a one season show, like, you know, when a show gets 13 episodes, I always feel hesitant on it getting a second season because it feels so short. And when you get 24 episodes, at least for me, it feels like, oh yeah, there'll probably be a season 2. They got a full season. It's so short, it makes me afraid. Are they actually gonna get a season 2? This show deserves it. Not only does it have great, I mean, you have a really good main character, and he doesn't necessarily have to be this, like, you know, huge personality, because he has a lot of good one-liners, but he's the focus but not the focus, if that makes sense. Like, he's the one that, you know, wins these fights. He's the one that's you know, just literally unbeatable. Even in the worst of times, he was able to come back. And that's like the coolest thing. That's one of the coolest things about him, but he's not the focal point in the sense of we have Lei, or, you know, later we know is KANON and Sasha and Misha and all these characters that are just so likable. And we got, you know, 2 to 3 episodes to get to know them, get to know their pasts. Because of that, the character development with only 13 episodes is just perfectly paced. And that's what really drives this show. The storylines that they're trying to tell are, it's not like there's a lot of them. There's like, we had 13 episodes. It was like 2 episodes here, 2 episodes there of a story point, getting to know a character. Sometimes that takes, you know, on some shows 50 to 100 episodes to get to know all the main characters. They did it fast, but good. I felt when, like in episode 3, we got to know Sasha. We got to know Sasha in episode 2, but 3, we got to know Sasha and Misha really well. And then, so because of that, because it was displayed and the story made us care about them, episode 4 hit harder. And that is what continued to happen through the show. Because if you can't make the viewer or the person that's watching connect with the character, and it can happen where you can rush a story and not feel attached. So when something bad happens to them, or if they have character development and something happens to them that you really need to be attached to them to care about, That's what happened. It was told great. It made us feel and connect to the character, me really like Misha and Sasha. So when episode 4 happened, it was like a bomb went off, and like we cared what was happening there. The battle meant something. And slowly but surely, like even from episode 1, obviously ANOS was really easy to root for. You can the way his background was from, and he was displayed as like this this bad guy, but he was like the demon king or whatever. But there's heroes, and you could easily you can make a character like that, especially somebody that has that type of power. You can make a character like that unlikable, especially since this show was really through his eyes from the most part. It was, we knew he was gonna live. We knew he was gonna be able to beat these guys because of the insane amount of power he has. But because he was so likable, and the way they had such a strong supporting cast, it didn't fizzle like that. It made the show very easy to watch. The episodes kind of flowed by for me. I really and then I already liked Lei's character even before finding out at this ending of who he really was. He was already insanely likable. And that was like the breaking point there. We even got a little bit of romance. Not really that much with ANOS. It was more of a joke for the most part for him. But for even though there's obviously chemistry between a lot of characters. He really was. He's got the fan club. He was building a harem. The way it felt there. But I loved I loved Lei's side, or Kanon's side. I thought there was a lot of very good chemistry and romance between that. We even got a little bit of that, which I like. But it wasn't a focal point or a focus in this until the very end, where it was like something that I think might have been kind of sprinkled in was that was the chain and the necklace and the parts of it where and even at the end we saw even who ended up becoming the actual antagonist of the show at the very end, showed that he had a lover. He had somebody that he loved, and that necklace was like, that was it, right? That thing actually went 2,000 years. Everyone was doing the same thing, and that's what your lover is gone and away. And I don't know. For me, that little thing, it hits hard. I really appreciated little things. I always appreciate little things like that. But overall, great story, great animation. The animation, the story in itself was good. Even if we had subpar animation, the story in itself and the characters and everything really would still work. But the animation made the show go to another level. That's what I appreciated. The fights were we had a lot of fights, but they weren't always the main thing either. It was a very good blend. The story had a very good blend of fights, action. It was fights and action, but drama, even a lot of history and world building. The magic. The other thing I want to talk about is the magic in this show. I felt I was kind of nerding out a little bit on the magic, because we're so used to magic can be used very basic. You can say magic, powers, abilities, all of it, can be kind of one and the same. Everything's used, but the magic in this was so complicated and just over the top that I don't know. I really appreciated it. I liked it. I thought it was unique. You don't see magic being used like that I can think of, really. It was nice to see a different twist and a different spin to how magic is used in a show. I appreciated that. If you agree or disagree with me on any of this, feel free to let me know in the comments for sure. But yeah, overall, this show was definitely a show that's gonna need to be rewatched for sure. It was not, and I truly think that it deserves a season 2. I really hope it does. I actually might have to look it up myself to see if there's an actual season 2. If there isn't one announced yet, I bet you anything there will be one. But I will say, even if there isn't, this feels very complete. I will say it feels very, even if this is the end of the story, they did end it feeling very, like, I feel satisfied. I do feel satisfied, but I don't know where they, now that I think about it, where would they go from here? You beat the enemy, you beat the whatever the true enemy was. You learned about all the questions that was really asked about was answered the way I felt anyway. All the mystery. I mean, the biggest mystery was about Kanon and this, you know, the fake demon king and all that. So now that we've learned about that, which was great, that double twist was amazing. I loved that. Because part of it was like, oh, that completely makes sense, and the other was like, oh, that's an actual legit twist. I don't know where. That's the only thing. I wonder where they could go from here with the season 2. But I wouldn't even mind some OVAs, to be honest. I wouldn't mind like some funny stuff, or even just little bits and pieces of these characters in different circumstances. Because I like the characters and I want to see more of them. But a season 2, I just wonder where they would go from here. Maybe there's more stuff we don't know about, but they definitely, I mean, obviously we got the, you know, there's another girl, there's definitely more stuff they can add to it. But how do you go to school from that? That's just the funniest thing to me. You just had this entire demon versus human fight and everything's been settled. It's like, let's go back to school for something you already know how to do and have gone way past the curriculum. Like, but that's anime. Let's be real. Oh, that's great. But yeah, seriously, thank you for watching this. Thank you for joining me. There's going to be a lot more shows coming, obviously, so definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. I definitely would appreciate that. Smash the like button, hit the notification bell. We're going to be having at this point of recording, I'll add in if I know when I actually put this out, because this is way in advance. I'm recording this way in advance. I will be doing a lot different shows, so if you want to know what shows we'll be doing next, patreon.com/ajrich123. We're probably way ahead. We have a bunch of shows that I've never done on YouTube over on there, on top of uncut reactions of everything, including this show, and early releases of all the shows I do on the channel. So if you'd like to support the channel, you want a bunch of extra content, patreon.com/ajrich123. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I appreciate it. This has been great. I always appreciate you guys watching these and commenting and all that. So thank you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.